Overlord, produced by J.J. Abrams and directed by Julius Avery, will go down in my mind as the real dark horse film of 2018. Even now, 2 years later, I am the only person among my circle of friends or online cohorts to bring it up. Ever. You need only look at the $41 million worldwide gross on a $38 million budget to understand why this is. Relatively, no one saw this movie. Reviews painted it as a gore-fest B-movie that would only be appreciated by those who enjoy gore porn or trauma levels of debauchery. I'm neither one of these. Don't get me wrong, I was raised on old-school zombie movies, and my parents never really enforced a rating restriction on my entertainment outside of those late-night Skinamax films, but we all know how to get around that, or static boobs from the pay-per-view channels. Anyway, Overlord. This film has so much more to offer than just your run-of-the-mill B-grade horror movie, and not just because of its sci-fi elements. The movie could have literally been called Overdrive, and it still would have fit. It had me sitting on the edge of my seat with its intensity, connecting with the few stories my father would share of his wartime in Vietnam and what it's truly like to be in a war, and then overly intrigued with where the plot could go next. The ragtag group of soldiers that we joined could be considered archetypes with not much depth, but I think it's because they are genuine of the times. The archetype is literally that of real people. The main character's good nature, contrasted with the ugliness of being in a war, really gave us the perfect conduit into this story and immediately added layers of depth to every interaction. We, as the viewer, are almost left to experience the war for all its atrocities and none of its glorification. I appreciate films dealing with war that don't spin a political agenda or glorification of senseless killing. Though the movie could easily be turned into a franchise of its own, we sadly won't see that happen. However, we are left with a solid one-part installment that needs more appreciation. I give Overlord an A. Thank you for joining me for another movie review. I really do love Overlord, and I hope that a lot of people take the time to go back and watch it and try to appreciate it, because I really think more movies like this help vary the offerings of Hollywood. But if you like the review, thumbs up, like, subscribe, share on Facebook, social media, whatever you use. I appreciate the groundswell. This is your host, Money Vicious, signing off.